What's going on, Neverwinter and YouTube? It's your boy Frank, and we're back with a new video, new Neverwinter video. In this video, we're going to discuss the patch notes that just came out for September 20th, 2018. This is a bit of an overhaul patch here. They're going over a lot of things. Normally, the last couple patches have just been like patching a couple things and it's done. This is a significant patch. Quality of life changes and everything. We're not going to go through line by line because some of the stuff to me is irrelevant. We're going to go through the key points. Alright, so if you guys have already watched patch notes videos for this particular patch, you guys can go ahead and shut it down now because it's going to talk about the same stuff. I just feel like my audience doesn't watch the other YouTubers, so I'm going to do my own take on this, and hopefully you guys like it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The caption here under highlights is the Apocalypse Dagger can now be claimed if you've got it before. It can only be claimed once, though. For those who don't know, the Apocalypse Dagger has a set bonus now. Kind of like the thing in Book of the Dead. For those who didn't watch the video about the 4 new set bonuses associated with Barovia and things like that, check it out on my channel. We went through it. We talked about the Apocalypse Dagger. We talked about the thing in Book of the Dead, things like that. So the Portobella's game campaign, or the Day of the Dungeon Master, has a couple things coming with it. It has the chance to drop the legendary beholders and things like that. Again, we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about the patch notes. So if you've gotten an Apocalypse Dagger and you've deleted it, trashed it, broke it down, whatever you've done with it, you can reclaim it between now and the new release of the mod. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. And one other thing here, we have the companion upgrade tokens properly deposited in the bank. I've been waiting for this to happen so I can make a video about Legendary Companion. So I am happy that this has finally resolved itself. It's supposed to be here the beginning of mod 14, but for some reason there was complications with it. So with that being said, that is now here. Big thing here, if you guys haven't tried out yet, is the hunt exploit has been patched up. This was patched up a couple days ago, but they just threw it in this patch. There was a big exploit with the new posters and Barovia. You could just farm endless amounts of refinement or salvage or whatever have you. Coins. That's been patched. We're not going to talk about this stuff here. We're not going to talk about any of this. To me, this is kind of irrelevant. Minor and major heroic counters not properly give credit towards the achievements. Tiamat's head will now push nearby. Okay, we're not going to talk about Tiamat. We're not going to talk about the stronghold. We're not going to talk about the salvage trader. Castle Ravenloft. Strahd is powerful and all, but his mere presence is not enough to keep adventurers at a brink of death. Players reduced to 0 HP at the boss fight will once again properly go into near-death state, unless he uses ultimate ability, which I'm assuming is the last sequence where he lifts you guys up and the sword casts the little bubble around you and protects you guys. There's plenty of other things wrong with this dungeon, but the problem that my group's having and other groups are having is when he lifts you up at the very end, not everyone's on the same level, like same standing level. So you have to keep jumping or hitting the action button to jump. So you guys initially start jumping as a character. And then when the guy says, release me to the heavens, that's when you pop it. As long as everyone's on the same plane. What's happening is you're casting it, but everyone's not on the same plane, so you're getting hit through the bubble and automatically dying. So hopefully that's what this means. Because this is one of the biggest problems with Castle Ravenloft. On to the next thing. Campaign buyout bundle. Storm King has stopped taking credit for Storm King's Thunder. This is just a typo. EQ's Lion dismount can now be discarded. His bounty account when picked up. Insignias. The insignia is now properly grants you experience bonus, the prosperity. Seals of the Brave are now properly used instead of Seals of the Protector and a Kara Koenig. The unique Tarot card can now only be purchased if the player doesn't already have a full deck. That's good. The Lycosa here, this item in the tooltip properly refers to the reward of Lycosa's barbed gloves instead of non-existent poisonous haired gloves. Not that I'm aware of, this has been a problem. The dual enchantment stats haven't been working properly. I'm not sure if it's game-wide or if it's particular cases or what. So I'm glad that this has been fixed. Maybe we'll see a significant increase in stats. The puppet plate. This item's power now has an icon. The puppet plate is what you get from the tier 2 wanted poster in Barovia. Terror grips now have a correct item level and no longer gives negative stats. So hopefully, some may say this is decent for DPS, some people aren't. I get to try it, so hopefully, maybe we can get that. Another big thing, especially for me and DPS, the Heels of Fury now stacks with Third Keanu with the Bear. This was a big problem when Sisters came out, and you could get the best in slot boots from the rank 3 posters, but it didn't stack with the chest plate. Now everything lines right, supposedly. It should be able to stack. Me myself, I did, I want to say 2 or 3 Sisters and pulled the heels. That was one of the big things I needed. I didn't buy the boots from Omu. So that's one of the big things I needed. We're not going to talk about the Zen market because we're not promoting that. Players general. This has been a problem too. The search cooldown is less restrictive now. For those who don't know, like when you're buying stuff or sometimes when you're searching and it doesn't search, then you have to go to the Astro Diamond section and then go back. Hopefully this is part of that. Hopefully this is being fixed with that because it is very annoying when you're trying to buy something but yet you have a cooldown. Queues, we're not going to talk about queues. We're not going to talk about Zen Market. Audios, we're not going to talk about audios. And visual effects, no. Location, no. And performance. The crash most frequently observed in certain spell plague or art quests such as Troubled Times have been addressed. So that's what the patch notes are going over. A lot of key points. The hills and the Keanu, the Strahd fight, the companions, the poster patch. A lot of it's coming out on this patch. So me myself, I'm happy for that. I'm happy that there's no exploit. I'm not sure how many people have received bans or mutes or anything like that, but as of right now, everything looks good. So if you guys have questions about this, I will leave the link to the ARC website so you guys can check it out yourself. If you guys have any questions for me, make sure you leave them in the comments below, and I'll plug in my social medias down there as well. And this is Frank. Peace.